Okay, guys, welcome back for our second day of finding the missing pieces on cones. Hopefully, you guys all got your ice cream treat yesterday. If not, maybe that's something you go for today. Get some ice cream in a cone. Something. Okay. Anyway, so it's going to be pretty similar today as far as what we did yesterday. Again, just a reminder, the formula for finding the volume of a cone is again just basically the formula for a cylinder divided by 3. And then solving for the radius or the diameter of a cone. These are the steps we're going to go through. So the first step is to set up the equation. Next step is multiply each side by 3, so the same as when you're solving for the height, right? This is where it starts getting different. So the next step is you divide by the height and pi. So move those to the other side, and then you have to square root because you have to undo this squared in order to figure out what the radius was. And then if a diameter, I should probably write that on there. 5 hidden step for diameter multiply by 2. Okay, so radius, you're done after step 4. For the diameter, you still have to multiply by 2 to get the diameter. So let's actually start with a diameter problem here. So diameter is this fun little line right here, right? Goes across the circle, hits both sides, going through the center. This would be the height, 8 centimeters. This is the volume, 75.4. I want to figure out this diameter. So first step always is to set up the equation. I'm going to plug in what I know. So I know the volume, the V, is 75.4. So 75.4 is going to equal pi times the radius squared. I don't know what the radius is, so I just leave it as r squared, times the height, which is 8, all divided by 3. Okay? I have set up the equation now. Next step is to multiply each side by 3. So I want to get rid of the creeper. So I multiply each side by 3. Multiply by 3, 75.4 times 3 is 226.2. And that's going to equal pi times the radius squared times 8. Okay? And now this is where I want to move the 8 and the pi. And again, you could do it at the same time. If you wanted to, you just got to make sure you use parentheses. So if I want to divide 226 by 8 pi, divide parentheses 8 pi, I should get my answer. So the answer I have is 9.000021 blah blah blah. If you have that many zeros, honestly, you can probably just go with the number in front, but I'm gonna kind of leave it in there right now, and that's gonna equal the radius squared. That's what's left in the equation after I divided by the 8 and the pi, right? So to figure out what this is, I would have to square root both sides to get the radius by itself. So I'm going to square root this big long number. Just going to plug in answer because that puts it in there. And I'm going to get 3.00. This is why I said it doesn't really matter. Because when you round, it's going to end up being 3, right? So I would get 3 for the radius. But I want a diameter, right? So if I want a diameter, I'm going to have to multiply that by 2. So the diameter would actually be 6 centimeters. Oops, can't see what I did. 6 centimeters. Okay? That might look a little bit complicated, but really all I did was I set it up, multiplied by 3, divided by 8 pi, square rooted, and then multiplied that by 2. Okay? So not too bad. Let's try another one. Let's do one where I'm just looking for the radius. So I don't have to do that multiply by 2 at the end. So this one is a pretty good size volume. It's kind of a biggish cone. It's not in, kilometers, but, it's in inches. So here we go. This, I don't know the radius. I know the height is 16. I know the volume is 1072.33. And that's going to equal pi times the radius squared times the height, which is 16, all divided by 3. Okay, so first step is, or the second step after I've set it up, is to multiply by 3. So 1072.33 times 3 is 3216.66. So 3216.99, sorry, not 66, equals pi times the radius squared times 16. And now at this point, I can divide by 16 pi, divide by 16 pi. That's just the height and pi right there, right? Then divide by. And again, I can divide them individually. Divide by 16, divide by pi, or I could divide them together. Doesn't really matter which one you get. But then I get 63.9999, blah, blah, blah. So again, at that point, you could probably round to 64 and it'd be fine. I'm going to keep it where it is. So 63.99 blah, blah, blah is equal to the radius squared. Now at this point, this is where I square root each side. So I've divided by the height and the pi. Now I need to square root each side. So square root each side. Square root my big blah, blah, blah answer. And I get 7.999 blah, blah, blah. Which, again, is going to end up rounding to just a nice even 8 inches when you're done. And that's your answer. Not too bad, right? So again, all you did was multiply by 3, divide by pi in the height, square root, bingo, got your radius. That's it. If you have any questions, just let your teachers know. We're here to help. We like to hear from you guys anyway, even if you're bored. So drop us a message and I will see you out there. Probably not, but anyway, I'll see you guys.